District 3, and as a reminder, the winner of this particular primary will face Democrat Christy Cowan in the August general election. Okay, and first on the podium is Thomas Doty.
Hello folks, I'm Thomas Doty and I'm running for County Commissioner in the 3rd District, Hamblen County. This county where I was born and raised. I'm married to Cindy Trent Doty. We have one daughter, Christy, and her husband, Alan Fox. Have 2 grandchildren, Caden and Riley Fox, and my parents are Lyle and Hazel Doty. I got my education in Hamblen County. Started at Russellville and went all the way through to East High. State Area Vocational School and Walter State Community College. And I've been employed at Molly for 31 plus years now. That has given me a little insight into the needs of the county as I see them. That, as well as the fact that my wife is Director of Juvenile Court Services here in Hamblen County. As has been spoken of by the first 2 candidates, drugs are a significant problem in Hamblen County. We, as a community, need to give what the resources are needed to our emergency services, our court systems, and our schools to combat this problem. Then, we need to bring industry into this community. Industry that's diverse enough to bring in a diverse group of people. If we want to bring in younger people, younger adults, we need to have more diversity so that they see a broader range of jobs. This, by bringing in the industry, can also help us with providing the resources through tax dollars to the emergency services to combat the drug problem. Education is going to be the key role in providing the workforce that this community needs. I see it every day. As we try to hire people at Molly, you can't find the qualified, educated workforce that's needed. When they can, then we get the workers and they do a good job. So we need to provide the resources for our education system that will teach and educate our workforce. Thank you.
Now, Howard Shipley II.
As I began to visit with residents in our community, one of the topics that kept coming up as a great concern was the jail issue. I believe that's directly related to the drug issue we've already heard about today, because one of the factors there is overcrowding. One of the reasons we're seeing the overcrowding is because of the effectiveness of our law enforcement in winning the battles on the streets and getting the drugs off. I believe in the long term, we need to focus on the longevity of Hamblen County. And by that, I mean we need to invest in our kids, because that's how we're going to ultimately win the overall war. If we invest in our children, not only in their education, but also in their extracurricular, in their post-classroom activities, and mentor programs, in other words, programs that will instill in them a good work ethic, family values, self-worth, and prove to these young people that they belong in this community, they're valued by this community, and that this community is going to support them, that we will prevent them from becoming a statistic in our criminal justice system. As far as making the county attractive, I read this question as drawing new families into the county. And in doing that, you've got to provide 3 things as I see it. 1, you've got to provide education for those families' children. You've got to provide jobs for the family to support themselves. And you need to provide an outlet of recreation. Education, it has to be not only quality education, but it has to be a safe education. Jobs, we're working on that. We're seeing each year more industry, more businesses coming into the community, but we can't get complacent, because if we want the community to grow, then the job market also needs to grow. As far as recreation goes, we've got youth athletics, we've got adult athletics, we've got parks, a plethora of them that provide outlets for many different venues. But the one thing that I've had constituents tell me that is missing is a community center. So this is certainly something to keep in mind as we move forward, and something that can be worked on in the future. As far as bringing industry here, you've got to start with infrastructure. These businesses are not going to come if the infrastructure is not in place. Again, we're working on that, but don't get complacent. Continue to make yourselves attractive to further business. As far as the workforce, you're going to, on the short term, you're going to build your workforce from the people already in this community, these new families that we're attracting to the community. But again, I want to focus on the long term. The longevity of Hamblen County is in our youth. We're going to educate, we're going to train, and we're going to develop our youth into that solid, qualified workforce that industry is seeking. My name is Howard Shipley II, and I am committed to listen, learn, and serve the 3rd District on the Hamblen County Commission, and I would appreciate your vote.